Liebe Leute, die Ereignisse haben sich überschlagen in der letzten Episode von Cloudpunk. Große Enthüllungen. Wir sind im Grunde Opfer eines teuflischen Virus geworden. Rania liegt in ihrer Wohnung, kann sich nicht mehr bewegen. Camus ist wahrscheinlich auch kurz davor zu sterben in diesem Hover. Und wir sind als Haze unterwegs. Uns wurde dieser Hover angeboten. Control ist irgendwie nochmal rein. Er hat nochmal versucht, glaube ich, einzugreifen. Überhaupt mysteriöse Pläne mit Koga im Hintergrund. Jetzt die Auflösung. Was ist los?
Wow, this thing is amazing. What is that smell?
Wo ist Camus?
So set up real nice too. They lowered the base, shaved the steering column, paddles
Camus!
for quick shifts. Almost no give in the repulsor pedals. Real speedster owned this Hava before me.
It is highly probable that they were retired in a traffic accident.
How could they have died in a traffic accident? Morpho, we're in their Hava.
That is true.
Using your acute detective skills, where do you think they left the ignition key?
In the ignition?
No, the seat's still warm. Feels like we're boosting this. I could tear the dash panel and bypass the... Sometimes I forget your corpsec.
If you care to admit how many Havas you have boosted, I can add them to your record.
Would never consider it, officer. Almost, officer.
There is a dog in the back seat.
A dog? Weird.
An android. He is off the grid for some reason. His battery is almost completely drained.
Yeah, we all got problems. Hey, I found the ignition key. Let's take this thing for a ride. Really, open her up.
Mach eine fucking Testfreude, super.
Poor fella. We should go get another drink, too. I'm sobering up here. I just gotta adjust this seat first.
I could plug him into the main Hava power. It would prevent his memories and personality being erased.
What? Oh, sure, why not? I don't think my karma can handle letting a dog die.
Okay, he is connected. I think it's too late, though.
Well, we did everything we could. Let's roll.
Wait, something is wrong.
Stop being such a downer. We're finally catching a break.
Haze, please consider. Could this be a trap?
No. And what do you care if it is? You want me caught.
By corpsec, and arrested by me personally. But you have many other enemies.
Okay, Captain Caution. You may have a point.
I have not yet attained the rank of captain. And my name is Morpho.
This fucking guy.
What are you doing? You are not using the ignition.
Right. I've got jank on a data drive. I'm replacing this Hava's automata.
Without paying for an automata upgrade? This is an illegal hack. You are doing an illegal hack. I am watching you do the hack right now. I can see the hacking. I am adding this to your record.
Go ahead.
Oh, nein.
Jank, I've rooted this thing. You got access to the firmware? Who owns this Hava?
Oh yeah! New Hova owner registered in a good saya. Remote access enabled for the max load to Curzona senior recruiter Koga Bind.
Son of a bitch. Koga's still mad at me, huh? This isn't a Cloudpunk Hava at all.
I do not understand.
Jane set me up, sold me out to Curzona.
You have avoided their trap. This is a relief. So you will leave the Hava behind and we will make our escape?
Hell no. Jank, you can override the Curzona control, right? But make it invisible, understand?
Oh, wir haben Speed.
That's a Roger, Roger.
Give me a nav point for Cloudpunk HQ and leave a channel open for Koga. I bet he'll want to talk.
Okay, wir haben Camus nicht vergessen. Er ist am Netz. Wir warten, wir hoffen, wir beten. Und das ist Koga. Damit gerechnet.
Hey, good to speak with you again. How have you been? Great.
Ja, langsam, ich glaube, jetzt kommen wir so in die Phase der Geschichte, wo die Teile langsam zusammengesetzt werden. Ich glaube,
That's great.
hier
Really
wird sich
missed
das
you,
ein oder
pal.
andere
You
Mysterium für mich
recruited
noch
anyone good
lüften.
recently?
I had my eye on someone, but I passed them up to have this reunion with you instead.
You passed them up. Oh, I hope that was the best move, old buddy.
I'm confident it was.
Confident? Really? Good. Good. Glad I'm worth the cost you paid.
You don't sound worried.
The damnedest thing, Koga. I'm not worried. Not at all. Isn't that weird?
You'll be wondering why your hover is being routed straight to Curzona HQ right now. Let me explain. Your old buddy, Control, sold you out. You must have pissed Jane off pretty badly. I wonder if you finally learned that screwing over all your friends will eventually catch up with you.
I haven't learned a thing.
You messed up, Hayes. When we get you back at HQ, we'll be going over that contract you broke with us. Line by line.
Can't wait.
You really are an infuriating man. It's like you don't even care. You know, my father used to say that some people are solutions looking for problems. But you're worse than that. You're a problem looking for more problems.
And my father used to say, don't take criticism from people you wouldn't accept advice from.
This call is over. At Curzona HQ, we'll settle this.
I don't think so, buddy. You see, you didn't reckon with my new sidekick, Morpho. He's the greatest detective in Navalis, and he pegged your trap as soon as we got in the Hava. We hacked the navigation system and routed the firmware. This is my Hava now. So I don't think I'll be seeing you at Curzona HQ anytime soon.
What in Cora's name are you talking about? Are you drunk?
Ja.
He is drunk.
Ah, don't worry, Koga. I know you're getting on in years, but you'll figure it out.
Why must you antagonize him? Why must you antagonize everyone?
It is his way. But it doesn't matter. This is just delaying the inevitable.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the Hava. Jank cut him off before his old heart gives out.
I'll see you in...
Nice. Das erste Mal, dass ich Haze irgendwie ganz cool fand. Ja, gefällt mir. Es zieht an. Es zieht langsam richtig an. Wir müssen irgendwie mal reparieren unterwegs. Das ist meine Lieblingsgegend hier. Passen wir da durch? Passen wir da durch? Hell yeah. Oh Gott. Nur eine Schramme, nur eine Schramme, nur eine Schramme. Ja. Ja, was ist mit Camus? Aber wir wissen, dass Rania hat auch nicht mehr viel Zeit gehabt, ne? Ich weiß nicht mehr, wie dieses Palette 4. Da nochmal zum Hintergrund. Das war ein Virus, glaube ich, den wir schon im Hauptspiel, glaube ich, bekommen haben. Oder zumindest hörten wir davon. Ich krieg's nicht mehr ganz zusammen. Auf jeden Fall sind wir damit vergiftet. Ein Virus quasi so, dem es egal ist eigentlich, durch was er geht. Das sieht nicht gut aus. Und alle jagen sie Coras Tochter. Dieses, ja, fast schon mythische Wesen, muss man ja sagen. Irgendeine Art quasi göttliche oder halbgöttliche noch Form, wenn man so will. Die Menschen erschaffen neue Götter. In dem Fall, glaube ich, aber unabsichtlich, beziehungsweise wir waren ja maßgeblich am Schaffensprozess beteiligt. So, jetzt erstmal auf zu Cloudpunk. Wo sind wir schon auf der Ebene? Finde eine Werkstatt, ja. Au. Okay. Ja. Oh, bremst. Man muss dazu sagen, ihr habt den ja so bekommen, den aber, ne? Der war ja schon so kaputt. 300 Tacken. Wollen wir irgendwas... Ne, wir wollen ja die Kohle, habe ich gehört. Wir müssen ja noch Schulden bezahlen. Zack, hoppa, direkt wieder eine Schramme. Das ist Cloudpunk. Jetzt Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Jetzt bin ich sehr gespannt.
Why did we come to Cloudpunk HQ? You could have just called control from your hover.
Just keep quiet and don't draw attention to yourself. They don't like corp bots around this district. Jank, get me control on the comm now.
Calm ringtone noises in your ear.
My comm says this is Haste calling. Hopefully someone just mugged and killed him.
Hey, Jane. How you been, you old crone?
Motherfucker, how do you keep not dying?
You're relieved. Just a little. I can hear it in your voice.
Fine. You dodged Koga, for now. Give me back the Hava and disappear, and I won't ever talk to you again.
I have a counteroffer. I keep the Hava, you give me the shift you offered me, and I help you beat Creddy. Which I will, of course. Then you give me a contract at Cloudpunk again.
No, no, no.
Is that a maybe?
She said no. Thrice.
You better disappear. I'm serious, Haze. Look, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Koga is a son of a bitch, and I don't want to give anyone up to him, even you. But I was desperate, and you were asking for it.
This is the worst apology ever. You agree, right, Morpho?
Yes, it is a low-quality apology.
Who is that? You know what? I don't care. Haze, just run. Scram. The gangers, Curzona, I'll just tell them all I don't know where you went.
I'm outside. I'm coming up for coffee.
What? No! Fuck no! You idiot, Haze! You fucking idiot!
Love it.
Buzz me up. Or I can wait for someone to let me in if you prefer. I wonder who I'll meet at the door. No matter who it is, I know they'll be surprised to see me. Hey, do you still have that old coffee machine in the staff room? The one that sounded like a Vink tube when you turned it on?
Just get the hell away from Cloudpunk HQ, and then we'll talk, okay?
Verlasse das Gebiet. Ja, das kriege ich wohl hin.
Wow, Jane, way to make a guy feel welcome. You really stuck your neck out for someone, didn't you? And screwed me over in the process. And now you don't want the diamonds upstairs to find out what you've been up to. Collaborating with Curzona, giving up this high-spec Hava, those are pretty risky moves.
You know me. Born to gamble. Can we cut through all the rat shit?
Sure, I've had my fun.
I sold you out for a friend. I can give you some jobs. I mean, fuck, I need a driver right now. Not just to beat Creddy, to make my quota for the night. You know what they do to a controller who doesn't make their tally?
Sure I know. I made the rules.
Right. Well, I got 3 jobs. 3 of the worst jobs you could ask for.
Nice.
You shouldn't be thanking me for these. These are clients no one else wants.
Hook me up.
Fine, but you ain't keeping that Hava.
I can turn right around and come back, you know.
I can't let you have it, officially. But if it was lost...
If what was lost? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It was the hover. She was talking about the hover.
Okay, I got the first job for you, sending a nav point. And if anyone asks, your name is Barry, you're new, and you're just covering 1 job for the night.
Na dann. Barry. Ein Problem, das Probleme schafft, oder wie war
What
das?
shall my undercover identity be?
Oh, weil er so gut darin
Oh,
ist.
the incredibly quiet droid who keeps his head down.
Is there anything else I need to know about this pseudonym?
Just shut up. This goes for both of you. If you want to help me out here, just please, both of you, shut up.
Can do, boss. But can you tell us about these 3 impossible jobs first?
Just the first one. Dead drop from some android. Wants a driver to pick up a set of instructions and then collect all his belongings from multiple locations. More details will be provided with the package. Control out.
Na
She
dann, her
is
damit.
warming up to me.
I am not sure that is true.
Let's go get our
Alright.
package first. Guess what, Morpho? You're a delivery driver now. Or a delivery driver's assistant, at least.
I am not your assistant.
Partners, then. Hey, Morpho. Welcome to Cloudpunk.
Wie war das? Ist es illegal bei Cloudpunk
There's
zu
nothing
arbeiten?
here. No one home. Place looks like it's been fucking deserted for months.
Need you swear so much?
Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, you're allowed to swear even if you're a fucking corp bot.
I prefer not to. It is unseemly.
Come on, try it. It feels good. You can even call me a shithead if you like.
I prefer to save it for when I really mean it. And perhaps you should check the mailbox.
Hey, Morpho, I may never say this again, so listen close. Good fucking job. There's a comm here with a note taped to the side.
What does the note say?
Weird. It says they found the tape, but did they have the smarts to chase the white rabbit all the way down its hole?
My detective instincts module indicates this may be a clue. There is an 80% chance that this message is a riddle.
I don't think it's that complicated, Morpho. Let's play the message in the Hava.
The dame found the tape, or at least I hoped it was the dame.
Nope.
What is a dame?
Quiet.
She was one in a million, but if she had Pasta at her side, I guess that made
Das ist
two.
richtig alt.
I don't believe in happy endings, but if there was a way to build a better future for those two, I'd make it out of hopes and dreams and hard graft. I'd have to be smart, though. This was a high-stakes game, and if I rolled the dice, I'd have to know in advance I was gonna come up lucky sevens. The problem was, every time I closed my eyes, the game played out the same. Snake eyes burning into my mind like two hot coals on bare skin.
Please translate for me, as I have no idea what he is saying.
Me neither, Morpho. Maybe we should have listened to Jane. This job seems like a hassle already.
At the end of the day, it didn't matter if the dame got the message or some other schmo picked it up. As long as they worked for Cloudpunk and could follow some simple instructions, they'd make it through the night. If not, Rubric would smash out their teeth and kill them from mumbling.
Foolish android. I have no teeth.
Aha!
Our stop was back at the epicenter of the small explosion that scattered my body all across the neighborhood. I'd met my fate in the Hollows, in a little district that was once called Robot Hack Falls. Maybe the dame was wondering how I recorded a message after I was dead. I had to dispel any hope before it took root. Rumors of my demise were entirely accurate. I was deader than disco.
Explosion. I guess this really is a dead drop.
I hope he stays
Kurz das
dead.
Mark Twain-Zitat zu belegen.
Ooh, bit harsh, Corbett.
Gerüchte über
I'm
meinen.
no fan of the law, but a PI with a screw loose? That appeals.
So, Huxley, ne? Auch
Of
aus dem
course you
Hauptspiel, der uns lange begleitet hat. Und jetzt plötzlich wieder? Er wollte Rania erreichen. Oder zumindest
Android who speaks from the
Fahrer
grave
von
about
Cloudpunk.
being a
Und das sind wir
detective
jetzt.
while mocking the real law enforcement android sitting right next to you.
Mal schauen.
For someone who hates me, you sure do want my approval.
I do not hate you. Indeed, I have developed a grudging admiration for your total lack of morality and low-level animal cunning. And, of course, your ability to imbibe huge quantities of mind-altering substances while continuing to operate with moderate ability.
What do you think of this android detective, then? I mean, what do you think we're gonna find in the spot where he exploded?
I have observed that when people know death is imminent, there are two main desires that manifest.
To think about all the people they should have had sex with and all the parties they shouldn't have left early?
Jetzt könnt ihr ganz kurz drüber nachdenken. Was sind die zwei Dinge? Was kommt euch in den Kopf? Im Moment des sicheren Todes.
No, they want to tell their loved ones that everything will be okay without them. or they seek revenge on those who wronged them.
When I finally go out, I hope I'm so high I don't even notice.
Were I a gambler like you, I would take that bet.
Man kann ja wirklich nur hoffen, dass man am Ende nicht mit zweiter Option abtritt. Ich glaube, erste Option ist eher ein Zeichen für ein gutes Leben. Zumindest eines für Seelenfrieden. Ja, ich weiß, ich fahre absolut Katastrophe. Ist ein neuer Hover. Oh, wir sind Events. Ganz kurz. Wir haben getankt. Nicht nochmal so ein Drama hier. Wie letztes Mal, als wir im Labyrinth waren. Huxley. Ja, ich krieg's auch nicht mehr ganz zusammen, wie das mit Huxley im Hauptspiel war. Nur, dass er immer so sprach, wie jetzt gerade. Und ich glaube, er war ganz eng verwoben in die Pashta-Geschichte. Ach, hier mag ich es. Ist einfach so, nur mal das so vor sich hin tuckern lässt. Das ist so ganz leise in den Vents immer. Ja, das ist schon cool. Da könnte ich ehrlich gesagt gut so einschlafen. Das ist wahnsinnig beruhigend. Ah, doch. Ich glaube, Huxley war das nicht so, dass er uns dann irgendwie... Er hat verhindert, dass wir hier nochmal landen konnten oder so. Ich glaube, uns wurde die Kontrolle genommen und wir mussten das mit ansehen oder so.
Alright, let's play the rest of the message and see what we're supposed to do next.
They needed to find the remains of my logical induction chip. It was made of nanoscale carbide, so it would survive any blast. The only problem was finding it in the hollows would be like spotting a needle in a needle stack. That place was a technology graveyard, and one more tombstone wouldn't be easy to find.
I do not understand. We need to find an induction chip, but also a needle, and they are in a grave with a tombstone?
So sieht's aus.
Just the chip, Morpho. You think you can help me out?
Yes. I have a visual processing mode which allows me to find and filter items based on the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just find the induction chip thingy, please.
Der ist echt hier? Ich bin jetzt gerade nur so, ehrlich gesagt, so ein bisschen spaßeshalber abgelaufen. Ein bisschen Bewegung, um die Sache zu bringen. Also, wir suchen also die Nadel im Nadelhaufen. Finde Huxleys Induktionschip. Das ist jetzt wirklich einfach ein Objekt, was hier rumfliegt, oder was? Das Ding ist, man kommt ja auch nicht so wirklich in diese Ecken rein, oder hier. Die Frage ist auch, ob ich ihn gerade schon hätte wahrnehmen können, bevor der Dialog abgeschlossen war. So, Morpho. Da. Und nun? Sollen wir mal reingucken?
Here it is. What do you make of it?
This form of chip can be considered a kind of black box for an android.
So it will tell us what happened to him?
No, this particular chip is from a low-quality batch, limited in storage and subject to degradation. At most, it might provide some fragmentary data storage, but I would not count on its accuracy.
You really sure you want to join CorpSec, Morpho?
Please cease your attempts to wriggle free from the repercussions of your actions. I will arrest you in the morning. Nothing can change that.
Blah, blah, but seriously, just think about it. You could be a detective like this Huxley dude. You could help people, or at least try. You really believe all that corporate PR bullshit?
Successful corporations engender successful societies. I have no time for the anarchists who believe corporations should have fewer rights than regular people.
You really are bought into the bullshit then. You don't just like the shiny uniform?
I am not averse to the uniform.
I fucking knew it!
Ein Roboter, der eigentlich nur eine schicke Uniform tragen. Freunde. Wir sind richtig, oder?
I guess by now the dame had found the chip, but that was the easy part. I was about to send her into the lion's den with nothing but her wits and a handful of half-truth to keep her safe.
Oh Gott.
Thankfully, the dame had the brains and the chutzpah to pull this off.
Stimmt, es wird eine kleine Schnitzeljagd läuft, ne? So die Rede von ein paar mehr Objekten, die der Kunde haben möchte. Naja,
If it all
next.
went south, then she had to run. No one was quicker in all of Nivalis.
Almost no one.
You are enjoying this.
I gotta admit, I'm on the hook now. Let's see where this lion's den is, whatever that means.
Next stop, I needed them to talk to the gangers in Gallows Row.
Uh-oh.
That neighborhood was rougher than my grandma's top lip the day after she shaved. Anyone going in there had better be tough, street smart, and ready to roll with the punches. If they didn't convince the gangers down in the row that they were the big dogs, those punches would come with bullets attached.
He was very rude to his own grandmother.
I think she's metaphorical.
I didn't know metaphors could have grandchildren.
I'm more worried about the punches with bullets attached, however that works.
Fist guns, a formidable new development in criminal weapons technology.
Yeah, they're heavily armed down there.
Ich denke gerade immer noch die Großmutter nach. Was war denn der? Wie riecht die? Jetzt muss ich selber nochmal zurückspulen hier. Ah! Der hat so viel Speed raus.
You are smiling. You are amused. Why are you amused?
Let me play the rest of the message.
They had to find a ganger called Gregory Vassal, or Switchblade Greg, as his enemies called him. He had no friends on account of how he'd slit the throats of anyone who didn't laugh at his jokes, and he was no comedian. This was the pivotal part of the whole plan. If the dame got cold feet now, I wouldn't hold it against her. But if she pushed just a little further, Switchblade Greg had the illicit tools needed to decrypt my logic chip. And once she got that info, the mob who iced me were finished.
We should heed his warning and desist. Criminals are dangerous.
Remind me what your potential career is again, Mr. Criminals Are Dangerous?
I will be ready to face the most feared street bosses in Nivalis when I have an adequate CorpSec partner to accompany me.
Right enough. I've heard of this Switchblade Greg. Nothing good. We should be careful. When we meet him, do as I say, okay?
So eine super Gegend für einen CorpSec, ja.
Now, as you know, I'm not exactly the cautious type.
I am aware.
However, in this case, I'll make an exception. This ganger, I remember him. Former bodyguard for Lomo, a real nutcase. He lost his enforcing gig for enforcing a bit too hard. To be clear, this guy was too extreme for Lomo. So when we meet him, you have to be less you. You could get us killed, especially if they make you as CorpSec.
I have reservations about this whole arrangement.
You want to be a kick-ass CorpSec agent, right? Unafraid of gangers, streetwise. So you have to learn how to do that. It'll take practice. Now's your chance.
Is this the right time to practice? Is it wise for me to accompany you?
Sure, because if they decide to kill just one of us, my odds of survival are pretty awful if I'm the only one there.
How do I convince them I am streetwise?
Just sound serious. Try not to be so corpish.
Oder halt die Fresse.
Every time you're about to say something, just add a fuck to the end and say it with half as many words as you usually use.
Affirmative.
Fuck.
And when you talk, I'll be right there. Don't worry, if you're in trouble, I'll bail you out. You stand in front, and I'll whisper if I think you need to say something specific, or tell you if you're fucking up really badly. Got it?
Yes, this is a good plan.
Ist er? Ist es ein guter Plan? Ich glaube, wir sind schon da. Das scheint mir auch der richtige Typ hier zu sein, oder? Genau, das ist der Typ hier. Mit dem reden wir in der nächsten Episode. Das Drama um Rania und Camus konnten wir noch nicht lösen, aber langsam wird es hier auf jeden Fall eine spannende Nummer. Und ich glaube auch Hayes hat irgendwie richtig Spaß dran an dieser Schnitzeljagd. Die führen wir weiter in der nächsten Folge.